Pokey live here, and with the Nintendo Switch starting to release, everyone will be getting their pre-orders, which is so exciting. But it had me thinking, what does this mean for us Animal Crossing players? Because we don't have any news of a new game. My prediction still stands in 2026. But what does it mean for right now? So before we get into it, make sure to drop a like on the video. So I browsed and browsed and browsed to find some things that we can look forward to if you are getting the new console. And one of the biggest things that I saw was load times. Now, this has been such a problem, especially in New Horizons, because it's just so slow when you enter buildings, especially with the travel process. And I had to highlight Raymond because it wouldn't be an Animal Crossing video without showing one of the greatest characters of all time. But the speed time is set to be better, which is such a great change that I desperately wanted to see for a long time. So probably the travel process, I would have to put it number one. It is so slow, especially when we love to resident hunt and pick out who is going to be living on our island. It is so tedious. And then kind of like leading into the next point, along with just how slow travel times are, it's just being able to game with other people. It is said that the online play will improve a little bit. Now, it kind of makes us think, what online play, aside from just traveling to other islands and having your friends visit you? There isn't too much with this game, but I think they kind of just mean going to islands in general, having people at your island. There seems to be a lot of glitches when that happens, so I do see an improvement happening with that, which will be huge for us, especially if you guys love to resident hunt and you don't do it because it is so tedious with these dodo codes. I do see an improvement happening with speed. And to confirm that this is true, New Horizons actually received an update on May 27th of this year, so literally just last week, that will enhance multiplayer compatibility between our current Switch and the upcoming Switch 2. So that is super exciting that they have confirmed that this actually will be happening for multiplayer sessions, which, like I said, it does seem to lag and be very glitchy and slow. So it will be much smoother, confirmed by Nintendo. So the next big exciting thing is just the resolution and how things look in the game. I have never complained about the graphics. We are in 720p for our current Switches, but the Switch 2 is 4K. So we're going to see, faster frame rates. Things are going to look more crisp. Our island is just going to pop. The colors are going to be great. I think sometimes when the weather is, raining or it's snowing or it's doing something, it looks a little bit blurry. I think everything is just going to be more sharp. It is said that items in the game will pop a little bit more. We'll see details with our characters. So this is going to be a huge win. Again, I've never complained about the graphics in New Horizons. I think it's incredible on our current Switch, but seeing this game in 4K only makes it that much better. Now, our next point here, I can't confirm that this is guaranteed, but it just makes sense that our audio is going to improve. Again, I've never really had big complaints regarding the audio, but there are so many fun events and things to do in the game. Guys, I also highlight monthly changes in the game literally every single month. So I do anticipate that the audio will become crisper. We'll be able to hear sounds a little bit better. And Animal Crossing has some great ASMR with the waves when you're fishing, especially when you're trying to catch a fish. I still use the noise cue to know when to pull that bait up. So I do think that we're going to see an improvement in sound. I love Animal Crossing music as well. So if things can sound more crisp, I am here for it. And some things that won't change is how expensive everything is regarding Tom Nook. He still kind of owns our soul in this game, so that will not change, guys. And kind of looping it back to just the slow startup with this game. If you guys have been playing for a long time, you know this game in comparison to other Switch games takes so long to start up. But when you're at this screen, before you press A to access your island, go ahead and press the minus sign and you get taken to the Tom Nook dark and ominous scene. Literally what I call it every single time, but you get taken to a Tom Nook screen. He's in the little spotlight there, and you'll have some options here. So I know people are going to wonder, oh, I got the new Switch. How do I move my island from my old console to the new one? So this is going to help you out. You'll have some options: move to an island, save data, Nook link, island backup link, or you can just exit out of it. I always back up my island. I'm so scared of losing all of my hard work. But along with the move to a new island, you'll have to download the island transfer tool from the Nintendo eShop, which will help you transfer your island. And I'm probably going to make a video on how to do it. I'm kind of unsure if I'm going to leave my island on my OLED or I'm going to move to the Switch 2. I feel like I would just love a new island. I know we're only allowed one per console, so I would love to have a second island for sure. But that is how you access your settings. Yes, there are settings in this game. Just press the minus screen, and when you're done here, you can just exit out of it and you can go right back into your island. So that is going to wrap up this video. Drop in the comments if you pre-ordered the Switch 2 or if you plan to try and get your hands on one, or let me know if you're just content with your current. I love my OLED, but I cannot wait to see what the Switch 2 has to offer. I think we're going to see a lot of these improvements from today's video. I will do a follow-up when I get it and just see how gaming on it is, and if it lived up to all of these points that we've talked about. Thank you guys so much for watching. The future looks really fun, and I will see you on the next video.